What is happening in Myanmar? Looking across from Bangladesh, huge clouds of smoke fill the sky. Military boats patrol the river border. The army is accused of setting fire to Muslim Rohingya villages and of planting landmines in the paths of fleeing people. It denies that it's targeting civilians. But we've found evidence to suggest otherwise. This small hospital in Cox's Bazar has been coping with large numbers of Rohingya casualties. In the last week, it's had an influx of critically injured people blown up by landmines as they escaped. Azizul Haq is one of them. He's 15 years old and unlikely to make it to 16. He arrived at the hospital a week ago with his legs destroyed. He's suffered a terrible loss of blood, but doctors have no more to give him. His brother in another hospital suffered the same fate.
I can't go back to Myanmar. We are not safe. I will beg here in Bangladesh, and that will be better. I used to pray to Allah to give me a son, but now my sons are gone. Their injuries are so bad, it's as if they are dead. It is better that Allah takes them. They are suffering so much.
Sabikur Nahar will pull through, although she too has lost both her legs. She fled Myanmar because she says the military had been targeting her community. She was crossing the border with her 3 sons when she trod on a landmine.
They had already gone ahead and I was behind them. And that's when the explosion happened. We'd been fired on, shot at, and they planted mines. We have escaped to Bangladesh because we have nowhere else to go.
5-year-old Jahura plays with her little brother. She was shot whilst being carried by her father as the family escaped. The same bullet that hit her killed him. She still cries out for him. She has 5 other siblings, but in the confusion they were separated. Her desperate mother now can't find them.
I'm in a terrible situation right now. I'm really worried. I haven't got all my children together, and I've lost my husband. I've lost my house. Where do I go? There's only unhappiness for us.
Down the road at the larger central hospital, there are more casualties, crammed into a ward. People on the floor, people in corridors, every space taken. Half of these patients are Rohingya Muslims. This hospital has been inundated since the crisis started just over 2 weeks ago, and it's struggling to cope.
We need medicines, we need surgical equipments, we need manpower, we need associated staffs, everything.
And do you not have these?
No. Our government supply is limited.
The innocent can't comprehend what's happening to them. But the Rohingya people are suffering miserably in this conflict, whatever the Myanmar government says.